simple AI search. We're going to explore a huge shift in how you can get work done, one that basically transforms you from a searcher of information into a director of intelligence. Look, we've all been there, right? You start what you think is a simple research project, and boom, before you know it, you are drowning in a sea of information. We're talking SEC filings, news articles, competitor websites, forum posts. I mean, it's a full-time job just to keep your head above water. And this slide just nails it, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the old way, an absolute grind. Dozens of cluttered tabs, hours of tedious sifting through junk, and it all just leads to total chaos. But now, look at the new way. You let an AI do the heavy lifting, and suddenly that chaos becomes an organized workspace that delivers real, actionable intelligence in just minutes. It's a night and day difference. So, the big question is, how do we actually make that leap from the old, painful way to the new, streamlined way? Well, the answer lies in this really powerful evolution in AI, the arrival of the AI agent. And this is the most important thing to get. Perplexity is not just a tool that finds you stuff anymore. It has evolved. It's now an AI agent, which means it's a tool that actually does stuff for you. It executes complex tasks on your behalf. And trust me, that is a massive, massive difference.
So what exactly do we mean by AI agent? It's a new term for a lot of people. Think of it like a personal research assistant that you can delegate work to. It doesn't just give you a one-off answer. It can carry out a whole sequence of actions, like browsing multiple sites, analyzing what it finds, summarizing it, and even creating new documents for you, all without you having to hold its hand.
Okay, so you've got this powerful new agent ready to go. How do you actually use it? Well, there are two main ways to interact with it. And really understanding the difference between them is the key to unlocking its full power. So here they are, side by side. On the left, you've got the main chat window. This is your heavy hitter. This is what you use for those complex, multi-step agentic tasks. The big projects, like telling it to go analyze your top 3 competitors and spit out a full report. Then on the right, you have the assistant sidebar. This is perfect for your quick, in-the-moment tasks. Like, hey, summarize the key points of this article I'm looking at right now. All right, enough theory. It's one thing to talk about it, but seeing what these agents can actually do, that's where things get really cool. I'm going to show you a few real-world examples that I think are going to completely change how you think about research and automation. So let's kick things off with a big one, the live competitor analyst. Imagine you need to get a quick pulse on what your competitors are up to. Instead of spending hours manually clicking through their websites, you can just deploy an agent to do it all for you live. And the process couldn't be simpler. You just open your competitors' websites in a few different tabs, and then you tell the agent to analyze them. It'll literally browse the key pages across all those sites, pull out the most important insights, and it can even create a brand new Google Doc with all its findings. I mean, we're talking about hours of boring work just done in minutes. It's incredible. Okay, how about staying informed? It's a constant battle, right? Well, you can build an agent that acts as your own personal news synthesizer, always out there gathering and organizing the latest intelligence on any topic you care about. And here's how you'd set that up. You tell the agent, hey, go find the most important weekly news on AI and SEO. Then you tell it to pop all that info into a central database, like a Notion page. The agent then goes out, does the research, and neatly enters every single item into your database. You end up with this perfectly structured knowledge hub that basically updates itself automatically. Now, this next one is a real game changer. Let's shift from just consuming information to actively generating opportunities. This is where an agent can become an incredibly powerful tool for growth, acting as your personal leads monitor. This workflow is just wild. You can ask the agent to search places like Reddit for people asking questions that show they're ready to buy something related to your business. You just give it some criteria for what buy-in intent looks like. The agent then sifts through tons of threads, picks out the qualified leads, and can even email you a summary of the results. It's literally like having a mini lead gen engine working for you 24/7. So these agents are already doing some serious heavy lifting. But what if you didn't even have to press the go button every time? Well, that's the final piece of the puzzle, taking this automation to the absolute next level. This is where it all goes on autopilot. You see, you don't have to trigger these agents manually. You can actually schedule them as recurring tasks to run automatically, every day, every week, delivering intelligence straight to you without you lifting a finger. And here is the perfect example, an automated morning briefing. You can set up a task that runs at 6 a.m. every single weekday. It analyzes the market, summarizes key reports, finds catalysts. You know that 30-minute morning grind trying to catch up? Yeah, that's now a crisp 5-minute review waiting for you in your inbox when you wake up. It's true, set it and forget it intelligence. So when you put all these pieces together, the agents, the automation, the scheduling, what does it really mean for you? Well, it represents a really fundamental change in your entire workflow and, more importantly, your role in it. The biggest takeaway is this. You are no longer just a passive consumer, sifting through endless piles of data. No, you now have an AI analyst on your team. Your job shifts from doing all that manual work to simply directing your analyst to find the answers you need. So let's just quickly run through this new playbook you've got. You can now turn a 30-minute grind into a 5-minute review. You can get the why behind what's happening in the market in seconds. You can uncover hidden patterns just by asking in plain English. And you can turn that chaotic flood of data into clear, actionable intelligence. And this quote really puts it all into perspective. The kind of analytical power that used to require super expensive subscriptions or coding skills, or even a whole team of human analysts, well, all of that is now becoming accessible to pretty much everyone. The playing field is really being leveled. Which brings us to our final thought. You see, this isn't just about getting a new tool. It's about completely redefining what you, as one person, can actually achieve. So the real question, the one you should be thinking about, is as you look to the future of your work, is your next analyst an AI